After 18 years in power, this was Vladimir Putin reminding Russians that their country is a world power once again. The strength of its conventional military on full display in Syria, he said. Its nuclear capabilities now soon to be more than a match for US might. Its full impact may have been intended for a domestic audience, but there was more than a hint of menace in Putin's warning that any outside threat would be met with annihilation.
In an address to the Russian people today, Vladimir Putin claimed he's developed a new arsenal of weapons that the U.S. cannot counter. Today, Vladimir Putin claimed he's developed a new arsenal of weapons that the U.S. cannot counter. These include a nuclear-powered cruise missile, a hypersonic missile that can strike anywhere, and a nuclear-powered underwater drone.
Russia has always been a big nuclear state. No one wanted to speak constructively with us in the past. No one wanted to listen. Well, listen to us now.
Missile in development, Putin explained, could travel the globe with unlimited range and entirely undetected by radar defense systems. Less than 3 weeks before the presidential election, it was all greeted with ecstatic applause by Russia's political elite.
New weapons may in fact really be able to evade Western missile defense systems. Putin also said, Sandra, that these weapons that he has just obtained do not exist anywhere else in the world. That has yet to be confirmed. But one highly respected Russian military analyst I spoke to earlier said that these weapons are for real and that the nuclear arms race is back on full scale.
Just weeks before his all but guaranteed re-election, Russia's President Vladimir Putin gave his own version of a State of the Union address today. As Nick Schifrin reports, Putin used the occasion to show off new weapons that he says can defeat U.S. missile defenses and maintain a deadly balance with the United States.
There should be no doubt in anyone's mind that after the invasion of Georgia, the invasion of Ukraine, the intervention in Syria, the meddling in our election, the attack last week by Russian mercenaries on U.S. forces in Syria, that we are again in a Cold War. We are in conflict with Russia.
The quote of the day probably from Putin was perhaps, quote, nobody listened to us, so listen to us now. He also said after all the applause from the audience died down, I hope this will, quote, sober up any potential aggressor. Down. I hope this will, quote, sober up any potential aggressor. Down. I hope this will, quote, sober up any potential aggressor.
All right, Shalom. All right, before I get started, I want to say call Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. All right, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash. All right, double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And double salutation to all you Akim out there worldwide that's teaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom. Okay, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and I'm going to start at verse 6. Flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Okay? So the proof is in the pudding, man. It's all in the media, man. Okay? The rumors of war, all right? America being destroyed. All right. Their missile defense system cannot stop all the nuclear missiles that's going to hit upon America, man. All right. These are some very, very dangerous and serious times that we're living in. OK, this is the time of the Lord's vengeance where he will render America its recompense. OK, the scriptures say be not cut off in her iniquity, man. And how is America going to get cut off? All right. By thermonuclear destruction, man. All right. Russia is not fucking around, man. OK. Our salvation is nearer than we believe, as the scriptures say. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai's hand that have made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. okay? And when you pull this word golden cup in the blue letter, it breaks down and it says, in the prophets, Yahweh is sometimes represented as making the nations drink a cup of intoxicating wine, okay? And that's exactly what America has done to this planet, man, all right? All these nations of this world have drinking the cup, the philosophies, man, that America pushes, man, these abominations, okay? All right? Transgenders, all right? They uplift transgenders, homosexuals, all right? Pedophiles, all right? Promoting bestiality, all right? All forms of illicit sex acts, all right, are being practiced in this land and across the world, man, all right? People have adopted democracy, you see? And these countries are falling apart as we speak, man, all right? You know, feminism, you know, women's rights, that whole vibration. And it says that the nations are mad, man, because really these nations are mad in the fact that they're corrupted, they're falling apart. And also they're mad at the point that these nations have woken up to America, man, all right? Their ways, their philosophies don't work for these other nations, man. And that's why these nations have become mad, man, all right? And these nations are rising up against America, starting with Russia, all right? The time of World War III that we're living in, all right? Let me keep reading. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. You see, and there's no healing of Babylon. There's no making America great again, all right? This place is going to be utterly destroyed by ICBM nuclear fire, man. Okay. And as the scripture said, you people are drunk, man. All right. You people are gone off this westernized way of living, man. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 19. And I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof. All right. And that perverse, corrupted spirit has been mingled all over the earth, man. All right. These nations have eaten up the philosophies of America. All right. There's a perverse spirit in the earth, man. That's why these people are out of their minds. All right. That's why people are asleep. They have no knowledge of anything, man. All right. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushai have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, man. Okay. So the Lord likened the people of this world as a drunken man that staggereth in his own vomit, man. All right. And that's proof how unclean, all right, you people are, man. How defiled you people are, man. Okay. And that's why the Lord has to come and cleanse this place with fire, man. All right. These are the judgments of America that's being played out right before your face, man. All right. Because these prophecies are all in the media and people are still asleep, which proves that there's a 2/3, all right, in the scriptures that's not going to be able to get this message. All right. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as others, but let us watch and be sober. Okay. The scriptures say, let us not sleep as others do, man. You know, 2/3 of our own people are asleep, man. They don't care about anything that's going on the earth, anything that's going to affect their salvation, man. All right. Which is proof that this is prophecy being played out. We're reading prophecy. All right. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6. Therefore, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober, man. All right. Be circumspect. All right. Keep your eye on prophecy, man. You know, verse 7. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. You see, going back to you people being drunk off the ways of this world, off the philosophies of Babylon, America, man. All right. Being blinded, man. You know, this is the book of before I jump back to Jeremiah 51. This is the book of Psalms 107, verse 27. It says, they reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man, and are at their wits' end. You see, you people are at your wits' end. All right. Because you chose to live this way. The Lord is bringing the end upon you, man. And you people don't even know it, man. Why? Because you're drunk, man. You're asleep. All right. The Lord has spiritually blinded you people, man. Okay. All right. This is jumping back. This is Jeremiah. I'm going to jump back to Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain. If so, be she may be healed. Verse 9, Jeremiah 51 and 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up to the skies. You see? So the judgment of America has reached unto the heavens, man. All right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and the host of angels have no choice but to come back and utterly destroy this place, man. You know? Look at the morality of this place, man. Look at the nature and the condition of the people, man. People are sick physically, sick spiritually. All right? There's no law in the land. All right? Righteousness is done away with in America. All right? The philosophies of God not existing. All right? We're not bound by any type of laws. And look at the result of that, you know? And that's why the Lord is bringing a condemnation upon these places and the people. All right? It says, verse 10, Yahweh Shem Yahushai brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of our Lord, our power. Verse 11, make bright the arrows, gather the shields. Yahweh Shem Yahushai have raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it. All right. And we know the Medes, okay, represent the Russians, man. All right. It says for his devices against Babylon, man. So the Lord has these nuclear missiles, all right, created, all right, to fulfill his will, man. The scriptures say in the latter days, you shall consider it perfectly, man. All right. We're reading what's being played out in the earth right now. All right. It says, Yahweh Shem Yahushua have raised up the spirit of kings of the Medes for his devices against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. You see? And that's why the Lord is going to destroy America for what they've done, okay, to the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? For what the so-called white man has done to this planet, the earth, all right? The food, the water, animals, okay? He's told these devils have defiled the land. They have defiled the planet, man. Okay, we're reading the prophecies and the judgments in the scriptures. All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 22. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. All right. And that battle is representing World War III, man. That's what's coming to this land of America. All right. War. Verse 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon a desolation among the nations? So this is proof that America will be totally eliminated, man. All right. America's military will fall, man. This is written in the scriptures. All right. Verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see? So the Lord has a snare set up for America, man. All right? These other nations having the same type of nuclear power or greater, that was the snare for America, because America thought that they were going to be the only superpower on the planet, man. All right? These nations are gathering together, and they're beating their plowshares into swords, man. Okay? The scriptures say, let the weak say that I am strong, man. All right. So America has a lot in store for them, man. OK, this war. All right. This is the last war of wars. All right. Verse 25. Yahweh Shem Yahushai have opened his armory and have brought forth the weapons of his indignation. And these missiles, these ICBM nuclear missiles, these are the weapons of the Lord's indignation. It reads, for this is the work of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, power of hosts in the land of the Chaldeans. Okay. All right. Let me grab Isaiah 13, verse 5 to add on to that. This is Isaiah 13 and 5. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. Okay. So, hey, that's self-explanatory, man. All right. But jumping back, this is Jeremiah chapter 50, okay, verse 26. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast her up heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. Slay the bullocks, let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of the visitation. Verse 28. The voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power, the vengeance of his temple. Okay. And this, the destruction of America is the Lord's vengeance for Israel, man. Okay. You Israelites, man. The Lord is pleading our cause by doing this. All right. This is verse 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. All you that bend the bow, camp against it round about, and let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she have done. Do unto her, for she have been proud against Yahweh Shem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel, man. Okay, you see, America has to pay. All right, Esau, the so-called white man, set himself up as if he was the Most High, man. He calls himself God, man. All right, these devils have been most proud against the Creator, man. All right, verse 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. So you in this upcoming World War III, all right, America is going to get handled, man. Okay. And it's already came out that America's soldiers are 2/3 of America's soldiers are unfit for the military, man. So this is all prophecy of Babylon getting utterly destroyed, man. All right. Verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and it shall devour all around about him. All right. So these are the prophecies, man, that's coming, man. All right. Wake up, man. Our salvation is nearer than we believe, man. Okay. Come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai before you die. All right. Hopefully that lesson was edifying, Akim. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone who taught me this truth. And double salutation to all you Akim out there worldwide is teaching this truth with all righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.